You know what I'm saying? A lot of hard work, a lot of grind days, man. But you know, it's all worth it.
I never got there.
Yeah.
Because you don't smile much. All right, so which one can put a smile on your face?
You name a ton of them that will put a smile on my face.
The story of Fred Smoot, which we told probably like 40 years from now. All right. Michael B. Jordan could play
That'll probably
Fred
be called Sinners, too.
Yeah.
Coming up on a Get Loud podcast, we got not one, but two special guests. BMitch is going to be here, and
Pull up the van.
Van Jefferson signed with the team. He's going to come in, talk about his championship experience, being here in D.C.
Yes, and it's St. Patty's Day, and we wearing no green.
No, Anna's wearing green. She's back. Free agent frenzy.
Yes.
And why you aren't leaving till you die.
Yes. The fungus among us.
Welcome inside the Big Bear AI Command Center studios. It is a Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. Find tickets to Commanders games and more at SeatGeek. Smoot!
Happy St. Patty's Day, brother. We have no green.
We have no green.
You know what? I hung a sweater up and said, you know what? I'm going to wear this green sweater. Walk right past it when I walk out the house.
Oh, you forgot?
Walk right past it when I walk out the house. And you got to realize, Smoot is a Dutch-Irish last name.
So realize this.
Should be really rocking a lot of green right now. But I'm not. I'm ashamed.
You know what? When I went a few months ago,
Yeah.
the lovely Catherine and I getting married in a month. It's coming up.
I
Right? It's
know
coming
this.
up. Okay. So we went to St. Martin, which was where we go to vacation, right?
Yeah.
And I had picked out a shirt for our engagement pictures, right? We
Yeah.
picked it out to go with what she was going to wear. I forgot to pack that shirt.
So you just left the shirt.
Oh, my. And I had like a secondary shirt.
Yeah.
And so I put that on thinking that was the one.
Yeah.
And she was like,
Yeah.
where's the shirt? And I was like, what shirt?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I saw her eyes and I was like, oh.
Listen.
We worked it out. We worked it out.
It cut you like a knife.
It
right?
cut me. I was like, I have made a tremendous mistake.
Hey, but you know what we do get a chance to do? Go out and cheers later.
Yeah.
Right? That's what St. Patty's Day is about. We're not going to let this weather, right? Listen, if another groundhog see his shadow, I'm about to lose it, Jinx.
Yeah.
Like this, how many groundhogs see their shadow? Because it's been the extended weather, just winter, that I just wasn't ready for.
Well, that's why we're a day late. So we're sorry that we're a day late.
Because it was a storm.
Because it was a storm. We couldn't even get here. Anna just got back, what?
Yeah. Oh,
Last
yeah. She was
night,
stuck in
I was stuck in
Harrisburg.
Pennsylvania. They had to, what is it called when they redirect your flight? Yeah, they redirected my flight, and I was on the tarmac, no AC for 2 hours. It was
Congrats.
fine.
Also, you're wearing green today.
I am wearing green today, but that's
Yes.
because, I love St. Patrick's Day. That's
Is
my
there
favorite
anything
day.
worse than hearing the pilot get on there? Sorry, we're about to be delayed. We're going to sit here on the tarmac. Like nothing just chaps me like that. Like when I hear that, I'm like, oh my God, we're stuck here. We're not going to leave. And then you see that line of airplanes in front of you, and you know you're not leaving.
You know you got a long way
Yeah,
to go.
you know you.
That's an O'Hare problem. I know because you fly into Chicago. That
Yeah,
is a
listen.
serious O'Hare issue.
No,
It's so
Dulles
bad.
also. Yes.
No, that never happens to me at Dulles. Now
Well-
that I've said that, it will. That's
And guess what? Next time you go to Dulles, she'll be stuck there.
The best experience I had with a flight attendant once, it was early. You ever flown Spirit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Woof.
like
They
drinking
charge you for
Faygo
everything.
drink.
Everything.
Oh, yes.
And it was early. Everybody was in a bad mood because you think you're getting a good deal, and then you turn the page on a magazine, they charge you for it. Like, it's terrible.
Yeah, your bag, everything.
And this guy's giving the announcements over the loudspeaker, and he says, before you ask, we don't have Wi-Fi, but if we did, you bet your ass we're going to charge you for it. So I thought it was funny, right?
Yeah.
So we're laughing, right? Everyone else is tired. So he loved that we laughed at the joke. So at about 6:37, he rolls by and he's got 2 small bottles of vodka. He goes, here you go.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, how about that? Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Because you laughed at his grandeur.
Yeah.
Nobody else did because everybody else was like, yeah, you are charging us for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of it.
I was like, it was funny. Hey, send us your voicemails. Email us. Like and subscribe. All the good stuff. 703-726-7419. 703-726-7419. Or you can email us as usual, WashingtonGetLoud@gmail.com. And it's coming up. People want to challenge you, the draft guru,
I am the guru.
Smootradamus,
Yes. to the draft.
Yeah.
And now that Adam Peters has just made it unpredictable on who we gonna draft because of what we did in free agency. I always tell people it's a cause and effect. Because of what happens in free agency, it affects the draft. All right. And now that we have filled in all of these slots, now everybody's wondering, what is Washington gonna do at 7? Are they gonna hit the reverse on that thing and back and let somebody else trade up? Are they gonna stay put and take this guy or this guy? And as I listen to radio talk, I've heard 30 names we should take.
Oh, God.
I've heard all kinds
Correct.
of names. And it's fun. Like, that's the one thing about the draft to me. It's fun, not only because we're going to add a new talent to the team, but also we don't know, and everybody thinks they know who we're going to get and who we're going to draft, and we just do not know. So I'm ready to face everybody on this challenge of who, what, and when, because everybody's falling in love with Sonny Styles. He's the new model in the room.
He's the guy who already had the talent, but then he showed out at the Underwear Olympics.
Yes, he did. And then you got the New York Giants in there 5. All right, with Harbaugh right there, a guy that didn't have that middle linebacker his whole career. All right, does he take him? Does he say no? I'm gonna get Jackson Dart, Jeremiah Love. All right, so it's just so much drama in the top 10 right now. The only spot that is no drama is number 1.
Yeah.
The Raiders have to go Mendoza.
For
like,
sure.
if they don't go Mendoza, they're just them being the Raiders.
Yeah, they will. They will. They have to. They have to. They should fold as a franchise and don't take him.
They're going to take Mendoza, but everything after that is up because nobody know what the Jets are going to do. Because here go the thing about Arvell Reese. For as freakish as he is as an athlete, we ain't seen him pass rush the whole season.
Right.
Like I always say this. If I'm going to take somebody in the top 10, I need to know what you do well, and I need to see you do it over and over and over again. All right? Well, this the only thing about Arvell Reese. For what we're going to ask you to do in the league, because he's labeled as an edge, I didn't see you pass rush a lot. Do you run a 4.4? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Are you 6'5"? Yeah, sure. You look good getting off the bus. But if you're the Jets, do you not take David Bailey? A guy that's been there, done that, showed you I'm the best pass rusher in the draft.
Also, you know what's fascinating, too, is how each year, like 2 years ago when Jaden came out with Caleb Williams and Penix, all those guys, incredible draft class at quarterback, right?
Yeah, it was the quarterback.
At quarterback. This year, it's Mendoza.
Oh, no.
And then, like, that's, I mean, there's Simpson, but.
You got Ty Simpson right there.
Right. But for the most part, it's not a deep class at all.
Not at quarterback.
But then in other years like this one, receiver is deep. Edge, there's a lot of players.
Well, here goes some intriguing things about the quarterback position. You got the consensus number 1. Then you got Ty Simpson that's, like, should we or should we not?
Maybe.
Then you got a Taylor Green from Arkansas that's 6'5", that runs a 4.3 40.
Athletic freak.
That people are wondering, could I go put him in Detroit and let him sit behind a quarterback like that? Or is it a Rams later pick? They put him behind Stafford, let him sit. So it's some guys in this draft. The question is, if it's a quarterback, are you going to be patient with him? Or are you going to jump it and go get you a Ty Simpson or a Carson Beck?
Oh, man.
Like, Carson Beck, like, did he just make your stomach turn?
Isn't it crazy, too, how if you look at the totality of his career, he's a very good quarterback, but in key moments.
All right.
Is that fair? I mean, I feel like we saw the national title.
I'm throw something at you.
Okay.
I'm not saying he this player. I'm not saying he gonna be this player.
Okay.
I'm saying, do you remember when Tom Brady came out?
Oh, don't do this.
All right. Drew Henson
Okay.
and Tom Brady shared time at Michigan.
No, that's
his
true.
senior year.
That's very true.
All right. Michigan won a lot of games.
Yeah.
All right. But we wasn't sure who Tom was. I got the same effect with Carson Beck. Like, you played in tons of big games. I've seen you come up short. I've seen you come up big. I don't know who you are.
Okay, that's fair. Because I know it's easy to latch on to a narrative, latch onto a storyline and say, "Oh, this is who you are. This is
can't-
who you
I
are."
don't want to do that with players.
And that's fair, especially with a college player, because as much as, yes, there were times in key moments where he threw late in games interceptions, there were times when he did come through as well.
He came through at Georgia.
Yeah.
Like, it was times that he did. So he's one of those guys where I'm like, I do not know who you are. Think about it. If you're Drew Aller,
Okay.
he was slotted to be the first quarterback taken.
If he'd
at the
come out
beginning of the
last year, he probably would have been.
So if you're sitting at home and you're Pittsburgh, like, do I need to get another guy to put on this bench and see, can I mold him into what I want him to be? That's Drew Aller. You're looking and you're saying he can be a future starter in this league. Garrett Nussmeier from LSU can wing it.
He can.
He can wing it. Got hurt at the end of the year. Who are you? Like, so the quarterback draft, question mark.
Yeah.
Pass rush, no question mark in this draft. It's a pass rusher's delight.
It sure is.
It's a cornerback's delight. It's guys out here that's starters, and I'm talking about to the 60th, 70th pick. So it's some dudes out here.
I feel like if you started a band, it'd be like Cornerback's Delight.
That cornerback's delight.
Or like dessert.
Even at tight end. Everybody talking about Sadiq, Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Baller. Like, he really
I
killed
think he
it.
played quarterback at one time.
He
was
did
at
play
A&M,
quarterback,
yeah.
and you talking about 43-inch vertical. You talking about a guy that ran a 4.40. Like, it's some studs in this draft. This draft right here is one of those drafts what I call retire me draft. This is the draft that pushes old guys out. Like, because every draft year ain't a good draft.
That's right.
This is a good draft that's going to push some old veterans to the pasture. Come on where I'm at. Come on over here.
Hey, there's room in the pasture.
Come on down. Retirement. The one thing about it in the league, we don't choose it. It chooses us.
Because you would never retire.
If it's up to us, we think we can play forever.
Right.
I'm Fred Smoot just out there getting burnt at 40, just look terrible. And I'm like, I still got it. No, you don't.
Let me ask you this, because you seem to take it easy.
Yeah.
But when you're a competitor like you are, like guys in the NFL are, it has to hurt when it finally hits you.
That is over.
It's over. What was it like when it finally hit you?
It was like I rolled over one morning and my brain told my body to get out the bed, but my body didn't listen. And I was still laying in the bed. And that's when I was like, this might be the end of the road.
Is that right?
Because my body ain't responding to my mind.
Right.
Like, so is it my body saying it's time? Because my mind, I can do it forever. But my body is telling me now, whatever's left, save it for yourself. So, yes, it's hard. And I can promise you, my first year away from football, I did not watch football, Jinx. I did not watch pro. The only thing I watched was college.
Did you need a break or did it hurt too much?
It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt to watch people that I just was playing against still playing.
I get that.
Because if he can still do it, I can still do it. And that's the mindset.
Yeah, sure.
And by watching these dudes, I'm like, turn the TV. I'm finna watch something else because it just didn't feel right for me to watch a pro game. And I wasn't even getting ready to play a team, playing a team.
Yeah.
And it felt awkward and it felt not right. So, yeah, it hurts. That first year it hurts mentally. It hurts physically. It hurts everything. The only thing that feels good that first year away from football is your body.
I get that.
Yeah. But personally,
Yeah.
mentally, you hurt. You hurt as a person.
Well, AP went out, got some dudes who are not ready to be put out to pasture just yet.
Yeah.
They're in their prime.
They in their prime. It ain't nothing like hearing that when you're an athlete. You're in your prime. You're like, yeah, forever.
That's me.
Yeah.
I am in my prime.
Yeah.
Odafe Owe, K'Lavon Chason. We're talking about the edge position.
Oh, so long.
On the defensive line.
Both of them so long.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I like about it. So long. You want them long, fast edges. And what I like about it, they didn't just go say, you know what, we finna go get this one guy, this Lawrence Taylor. We finna go get guys. Because if you remember with Coach Quinn in Seattle, it wasn't just one guy that pass rush. It was dudes. In Seattle showed you this year.
I was just going to say, look at the Super Bowl. It's just like one cat after another.
And that's what you want. You want to relentlessly continue to send guys at you. And that's what I think we put together right here when you look at the guys that they got. Keep going down the list.
How about an old friend?
Yeah.
Tim Settle.
Tim Settles. He gonna think
Just
about
a big plug in the middle.
he gonna think about me and Tim.
Okay.
I was just with Tim months ago when he left Houston, came back. Because Tim is my kid's cousin.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
So we basically family.
Yeah.
Like my kid's cousin is Tim Settle. So like I told him, y'all done saw 2 pros. Y'all got no excuses. Huh? You got a pro on your mama's side.
Right.
You got a pro, your daddy. All right? I don't want to hear no excuses about you can't make it to the league. All right? It's in your blood.
It's in your DNA.
It's in your blood. So me and Tim, family.
But you know what?
We
This is a guy
family.
who, if you want a pure run stopper, I mean, this
Yes.
is your guy right there just taking on guys.
Put him in the middle of
Yep.
the line and let him loose.
Yeah.
That's what you want. He gonna keep Leo Chanel clean. He gonna keep Frankie Louvu clean. See, that go with the sacrifice of a D-line. Ray Lewis, all that time in the Ravens in Baltimore, he had Saragusa. He had all them big boys in front of him. Their job was to keep the center, the guards off of him so he can run sideline to sideline. Tim Settle's going to do the same.
That's a really good point because, and it's a defensive strategy too, right? Do you turn your defensive linemen loose or do you have them just plug up the middle and that way your linebackers can get loose and be
Here's
aggressive?
the thing about it. You have them plug on run downs. You let them loose on pass downs. There go the thing about it. Like, the one thing I don't like defensive coordinators to do to my D tackles and my DNs, I don't want to have them two-gapping all the time. Because now, when they come off the ball, first thing they're going to do is this and this. So now they're looking to respond instead of shooting the gap.
Okay.
I want them shooting the gap at all times, and we'll clean the rest up on the back end.
Right.
But I want you to disturb the play. And the only way you can disturb the play is if you shooting the gap, but I don't need you reading and reacting, because if you reading and reacting, these running backs too good.
Yeah.
So, no, I want them shooting the gap. I want chaos, organized chaos. You ever seen an ant bed? Have you ever dropped a piece of candy in an ant bed? That's what organized chaos. We all got a job to do, and we all finna go get our little piece. That's what it's about.
A lot of free agent acquisitions. Let's stay on the defense, then we'll go to the offensive side. You mentioned him, Leo Chanel.
Is he just the biggest man you ever seen in your
This
life?
cat is
Rocked up.
he's rocked up and he's hyper aggressive. And you know Spags can coach defense, and he was saying this is a guy who played 5 different positions for us in Kansas City, so you can move him anywhere, and he is going to be aggressive.
He can rush off the edge. He can play in space. He can cover tight ends. He can run sideline to sideline. He is a specimen.
He looks like a pro wrestler.
Yes. He looked like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Like, listen to me. When I was at Minnesota, Brock Lesnar was trying out for the team.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And every time I look down there at the defensive line, he down there fighting. Like, he down there wrestling big McKinney to the ground. I'm like, what is he doing? Like, yes, I was on a team with a wrestler.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
I'd forgotten about
Yes,
that.
Brock Lesnar was a Minnesota Viking for a while.
For a while.
There's a couple of actors that's been ex-football players that turn to actors, because we have Terry Crews.
Yeah.
All right, Terry Crews played here with Ken and a lot of other guys. So, yeah, it's these guys that then went on to do other things that started in the NFL. So they're telling me I got a chance to be a comedian.
Amik Robertson.
Yes.
And we're going to ask BMitch about Amik, but this is a guy who's played for the Raiders, played for the Lions, and he's not the biggest guy, but, man, you talk about a guy who's going to fight you and be physical.
Feisty
Oh, my
is
God.
the word you want to say when you talk about Amik. Feisty, and everything that he's earned in this league, he had to earn it. He's been given nothing. He's been a guy that they've been asked to put on the island with Justin Jefferson. He don't turn it down. He's a guy that been asked to check DJ Moore solo. He don't turn it down. He's a guy that he's basically an AP guy. I'm a guy that whatever you give me, I'm going to take it and make it more. He's that guy. And he's a guy that you ain't going to appreciate him until he starts to play. His name won't just ring off the thing with you. When he starts to play, then you'll be like, oh, yeah, I appreciate this guy. He's a guy that can make stuff happen. And every time he gets out there, he makes stuff happen. He's a guy like Ryan Clark.
Okay.
Like, people couldn't really appreciate what Ryan Clark brought to the table until you watch Ryan Clark play. Because if you just say the name Ryan Clark, it wasn't going to just blow you out, blow you up. It was going to be watch Ryan Clark play. And now I appreciate what he brings to the table.
Yeah, and plus, fellow football players will notice that and say,
all your football, football players know the football player inside of the football.
Right.
Yeah.
And Robertson is a guy, too, kind of like Mikey Sanders, too, who played inside and out. I know he came out of college in the slot, but Robertson can play inside and out as well.
Yeah, and that's what you want, versatility.
Yeah.
All of these guys, versatile. And that's what you want. You want, one man go down. We don't need to be searching on the street to find somebody to fill a gap when we got other people that can just say, you know what, I could do that for the next 3 weeks. That's fine with me.
Nick Cross. This is one of those sneaky, really good signings because if you talk about being aggressive and a guy that's going to hit you and wrap you up, it's him.
Welcome home. All right. Maryland Terp. I always worried about them Terps. All right. We got 2 Terps.
Oh, that's right.
Him and Chig.
Yep.
They also played together. So most definitely welcome home. And I can only wonder how that feels because, Mississippi State, our closest pro team is Tennessee, the Titans.
Yeah.
So we ain't really got that presence hovering over us. But I can only wonder with Nick and Chig watching Washington football the whole time while they're in college. And I'm sure at one point they could see themselves rocking this uniform.
Yeah.
And now they get a chance to not only play and represent for the city, but I'm sure it's some internal things where I feel like, this is where I should be. This is who I should be, where I should be. And like you said, well-rounded safety right there. He does everything well. And his sure tackling is what I do love. Like the one thing we was not good at last year was tackling in the defensive backfield.
I started to say you don't want guys to get in the secondary, but if they do,
we need them on the ground.
Right.
That was we the last line of defense back there in the defensive backfield. If we don't get them down, they don't go down. And that's what we was always taught. If we don't get them down, London used to always say, just give us another chance to make a play. All right? And if y'all can get them to the ground, we got another chance to go make a play. And that's what made us good.
How about on the offensive side? Let's start with Rachaad White.
Well,
reunited
with his brother. And it
brother
feels so good. Hey, listen. Rachaad White, one of the better receivers out the backfield when it comes to running backs. And he's a guy, he's a 3-down back. Yeah. He's a guy that can stay on the field the entire time. And he's a guy that didn't play with Jaden before. So they it's a lot of connections.
They really are, though. Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of, guys, even though they're new to the team, they're not really new to a lot of people in the locker room.
Right.
So that makes it easier for people to step right in and pick up where they left off at. So I think with him, he just one of them guys that I can't wait to see him in totality.
Right.
Like what's going to be his niche? Because I still think it's Bill's backfield.
Yeah, I think it is too.
I still think
it gives them an option, particularly in the passing game, like you were saying.
Yeah. But in the passing game, I think that's where Rachaad White has a step on Bill, and that's with pass catching.
But all on one-year deals. So I know it's easy to say, oh, they got a loaded backfield. They wouldn't go after Jeremiah Love. That's not true at all.
No. First of all, everybody's eligible to be a Washington Commander. Right. Sitting at 7, the only person that's legitimately not eligible is Mendoza. That's the only guy that's not legitimately have a chance to be. Well, I say Mendoza are some of the tackles. We don't need them. We don't need the tackles. So everybody else has a legit chance to be a Washington Commander.
No, you're right about that. And plus, I mean, we'll talk about the draft as it gets closer too. I feel like Love is one of those. Running back is always iffy, but man, the closer we get to the draft, it's going to be hard for a lot of teams to pass up on him.
I just think I always look, I told you, I feel like it's 4 or 5 what we call genetically freaks in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
I just want one of them.
Yeah.
I just want one of them.
So at the end of our free agent segment, you might have been wondering, what about Van Jefferson?
What about
That's
it?
because we got the man right here in studio. How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Good. Thanks for being with us. And what's it been like so far coming in here, meeting everybody, and making the transition?
Yeah, it's been great. Everybody's been so welcoming. Excited to be a part of the organization, man. Excited to be a part of this regime and this organization.
Well, Van, as a cornerback, man, the reason I played cornerback not because of the hands, because the hands soft. I played cornerback because I want to control my own destiny. And one thing about wide receivers, y'all kind of prisoners to the quarterback position. Like, who is your quarterback? So how does it feel to have Jaden as your quarterback now? That's different than what you had.
Yeah, man. Excited to have him as my quarterback, man. Excited. I think just seeing him, from afar, appreciating his game and how he commands his huddle, commands the team, and how he can take control of a game, man. I'm excited to be a part of that, excited to work with him.
Are you excited the fact that he's one of those guys, once he gets out the pocket, it's not the first route you ran that you can really get loose on us as a corner. It's the second route.
Right, exactly, yeah. And we call that scramble drill. Drill. So, just keep your head on the swivel, man. Make yourself available for the quarterback.
Yep.
And what are your thoughts on the receiving room, particularly Terry, of course, one of the best in the league, and now you're going to make that receiving room even better.
Yeah, Terry is one of one. His game speaks for himself. He's deservingly, one of the top guys to get paid, and someone I can learn from when I'm here, and get to know him more. And Traylon, I was with Traylon in Tennessee, so I'm excited.
You were, right?
Excited to be back with him, and he's a freak of nature too as well. You know what I'm saying? So to play with him and Luke McCaffrey, and just learning from those guys, and bringing my expertise to the game, and but also we're all just on one accord and just playing as one.
How does it feel to see your guy Traylon be here and him having just a breath of fresh air being here compared to when he was at Tennessee?
Right. Sometimes you need that.
You need it.
Sometimes you need that.
We do.
He probably needed a fresh air, and it looks like he came in and just fit in right away. I remember watching that Sunday night game where he had that one-handed catch. One-handed catch, man. So I was so excited for him, because all the ups and downs that he had, and for him to have a big moment like that, man, and I know it's only going to turn on good for this upcoming season for him.
One thing we've noticed with some of the free agents coming in is that a lot of them have championship experience. You have that championship experience. So how can you use that experience to lead other guys who want to get to the pinnacle? You've been there.
Yeah. It's hard to get to the pinnacle. Yeah. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? A lot of hard work, a lot of grind days, man. But, it's all worth it.
I never got there.
Yeah. It's all worth it, man. It's all worth it. So, if you just put the work in, man, put your mind to it, got to have a lot of guys that buy in, man. Anything can happen. So, but you just get step by step, be where your feet are, and, it'll happen.
Have you got time to talk to any the other free agents that came to the team? Have you had time to sit down with any of them and see where they head at and why they chose the same place you chose?
No, sir, I haven't. But, when they get in,
looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Because I've been part of like a free agent group when I went to Minnesota, and we had a big old group, and the first thing we did was, all right, if it's this many of us coming in, how about we sit and go have some dinner and kind of get to know each other?
Yeah. We need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna get the group together.
Don't worry. I'm going to set y'all up at DC Prime.
Cool. Okay, cool.
I'm going to make sure y'all got all the stuff you need, all the fixings you need.
And, you come into a situation where, and this happens to every player, like, are they in a position to succeed, right? And you're a guy who comes in and you feel a need, which is this offense needs someone who can stretch the field. And you can do that.
Yeah. I'm just going to do what the offensive coordinator tells me to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be a team player. You know what I'm saying? Whatever my role is, I'm going to be the best at that role. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bigger than the team. So at the end of the day, just coming in and learning, being a stewardess of the game, and, learning from others on the field too. And so, whatever that role is, I'm going to be the best at it.
Now, I want a bird's eye view because as an ex-player, we all watch each other. We all watch each other team.
Yeah.
I want to take you back 2 years ago when Jaden was a rookie and Washington was catching fire. As you was sitting over there looking from afar, what was you thinking about what's going on in Washington right now?
Man, I'm just thinking about they find their franchise quarterback in Jay Daniels for sure.
They got the dude.
Yeah, they got the dude. They got the dude. I mean, I remember plays, De'Ami Brown catching the post down the middle. I remember Terry McLaurin on the screen taking it all the way.
Against Detroit.
Against Detroit, So I remember all those plays, man. And just seeing it from afar, you could just admire, how those guys work and how great of a quarterback Jay Daniels is going to be. And, man, I'm excited to be a part of it.
Most definitely.
What's it like to have a fresh start? And you bounce around a little bit, but clearly you've had a lot of success in the NFL. So at the same time, you have that veteran experience, but also you want to be in a place where you can show what you can do.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, everyone's goal is to stay with one team, and to be with the team the longest. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way.
No, we get our heart broke
exactly.
quick.
You get heart broke quick.
I tell people all the time, don't worry about one team. Worry about the one team that wants you.
Exactly.
That's all it's about.
You only need one.
Yeah.
So, just coming in and having that veteran experience and playing with guys, I can teach and, like I said, learn from too as well. So I'm just excited for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got one more thing to say.
What?
Look, Mississippi State.
Don't you? He's a Texas dude.
Okay.
We dealing
I
with
mean,
a lot.
I was just
So
like, we
he
got
new to the
all
SEC.
SEC.
He knew to the SEC.
Yeah, he
Okay,
new
he
to
knew.
the SEC.
He knew.
But I don't know. Florida been down.
We've been down.
I know Florida been down now. And speaking from Mississippi State Bulldog, now that we got a quarterback, now that we starting to turn the page, what's going on in Florida? Y'all gonna take that state back? That's just Miami's the claim right now.
Nah. We're gonna take this state back. We got a new head coach. We got some new fresh faces, man. We back rolling right
But
now.
y'all
We back
been
rolling.
losing that recruiting battle that y'all used to win.
Not no more. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good.
Bro, I'm just saying,
We gonna
y'all
be good.
used to dominate the state of Florida.
Yeah, you
that
right.
used to be your thing. And I never forget, I was in high school. Steve Spurrier came to Mississippi to recruit my middle linebacker.
Okay.
He signed my middle linebacker. And I told him, as I was sitting on the curb, I said, you don't see number 1 on that field? And he just smiled at it. I said, either you're going to have to play against me or you're going to have to play with me. You choose.
Yeah.
He did not recruit me. So when I got a chance to play against Spurrier, we blew y'all out by 30.
Okay. He made a mistake with that one. He made a mistake with that
I
one.
always love when you talk NFL with guys and they get excited, but then you ask about the college game, and
no.
sometimes they get even more
No,
excited. You know what I mean?
Because college is who we are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like college
Yeah.
is, there go the story being told right there.
Yeah.
The pro is almost the end game. But the story is college. But see, I don't know, because I tell my kid, I got a son that's coming out, he's a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna be pretty good. But I told him, man, I really want you to go to one school. Like,
Yeah.
I know all these guys going to different schools,
Yeah.
but I want you to have a true alumni base. Because if you go to 3 schools, who is your alumni base? Is it the last school you went to?
Yeah, that NIL is something crazy right now.
changed
Yeah,
everything.
NIL is something
And
crazy.
it changed the game.
Yeah, it changed the game.
Let me ask you this. If you was in NIL right now, coming out, Jeff, where you think the money would have took you? Because it ain't about loyalty no more.
Man, that money talk.
You ain't turning down no what you call it.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Yeah,
But
it's different now,
it's
man.
different now. But I mean, I had a great college experience. I mean, being at University of Florida. But I was a 2 college kid too. I went to Ole Miss and then I transferred to Florida.
did you?
Yeah, I
Did
did.
you?
I did. So
You right, you did go
Yeah.
to Ole Miss. Why you selling your soul to Ole Miss?
well, I love Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze was a great coach and
Yeah.
he was a great recruiter. So I chose Hugh Freeze, not the school. You know what I'm
All right,
saying?
all
So,
right, for
but
sure.
then when I transferred to Florida, I chose the school. And but Florida was one of the best college experiences I ever had. Man, I still got best friends to this day that I still talk to. You just ain't nothing like being on campus, riding scooters around campus, man, going to class with your dogs.
Yeah.
Y'all just having fun, man, and stuff
I
like that. You know what I'm
I heard
saying?
Gainesville like that.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that. Yeah, so
It's fine.
but man, college is one of the best experiences for sure.
Man, that's what's up.
Well, Van, thanks for being with us and welcome to DC.
Thank you,
Man, welcome to the squad,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you for
Welcome to
having
the
me.
family.
I appreciate y'all.
Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
Let's continue now talking about NFL free agency, specifically who the Commanders brought in. And for that, we bring in the man who has the second most all-purpose yards in NFL history, Brian Mitchell. You know BMitch. How you doing, BMitch?
I'm good, man. What's happening? How y'all doing?
You looking young over there, brother. You found the fountain youth and didn't tell nobody?
Hey, man, I that Peloton is my youth. Every morning, I did 15 miles this morning, so very lot.
So when you look at this free agent class that Washington brought in, how would you rate it overall and why?
Well, I think they did an outstanding job. You know, they needed help on defense, and most of the signings were on the defensive side of the football. And then when you look at what they did offensively, they got guys in key positions. You got a tight end in Chig. Okay, you got some running backs to come in there and help out of the backfield as well. Then you bring back Marcus Mariota, which I think was an unbelievable move because many people felt he would get a chance to leave. But him coming back, you know, that kind of solidifies having that backup. I think that's as important as anything else. You also the things they did with signing some of their own guys, bringing Chris Paul back, you know, making sure you get Tunsil back. They touched a lot of bases this year, and they missed on some last year. But this year, I think they've hit, and I think the guys are going to go out there and perform and produce for them.
I agree with you, BMitch, but when I get to really looking at this list, I look an edge deeper, and I look and I see Chason just played in the Super Bowl. I see Tim Settle just played in the playoffs. I see Adafe. The Chargers was right there at it, and I'm looking at guys that been there and done that. Do you think that AP had a pedigree that he was looking at when he went and got these free agents? Because Leo Chanel has played in 2 Super Bowls, won 2 Super Bowls. These guys been there and done that, BMitch.
Well, he has guys that are like he wanted to get younger, he wanted to get faster. He did that. but he got younger and faster. Also, he got experience. A lot of these guys have played in the playoffs, as you just stated. Leo Chenal, you look at the guy who's been to two Super Bowls. He was teammates with Allegretti and Wiley. When you start bringing in the youthful guys with that experience, it makes your team take a jump. And I know people always talk about you want to get younger, you want to have experience, but you got to have a delicate balance of what that is. And now you bring some guys in that are like these guys are starting to hit their stride. They're ascending, but they still have a lot to go. And I think we've so many times went out there and got guys that had done it already in the league for years. And now they were on the downslope. No, we got guys on the upslope now. And I think that should work out for us.
So, BMitch, when they brought in the guys that they did, particularly at edge, do you think that means they go away from edge in the draft?
No, I really believe what they've done, they've set themselves up now to where they can go anywhere they choose to go.
Anywhere.
I think when you start looking at best player available now, you can do that. They're not forced to go anywhere. They got help at running back. They got help at defensive back and safety. They got help on the edge. They brought their offensive lineman back. So now, whoever falls in your lap, if you have that guy on your board as the number one guy, you can go out there and get him. So, and I love that fact that, we're now aren't pressed to say we got to get a certain position. No, you add a player that's going to come in here off the bat and make an impact for you.
Yeah, BMitch, I'm with you on that one, especially when, because, I love that draft now. And right now, the way we just set ourselves up, I got people, when I'm looking at some people's board, I'm seeing Jeremiah Love. I'm seeing Sadiq. I'm seeing Sonny Styles. I'm seeing like 4 or 5 different people that dropped to us. And I think when he went and got this and reinforced this defensive front, all right, then you went and got Leo Chenal at the linebacker. Then you went and get Nick Cross at the defensive back. Then you go get Rashad White and the rest of those running backs. You're saying right now we're taking best player available. Do you agree with me?
I agree with that 100%. And I think that's the position you want to be in. You don't want to go into the draft saying, I have to get a certain person. And then all of a sudden somebody realizes that's what you're trying to do. They take him from you. And then you're shook. But now they're in a position where they can grab a multitude of guys from different positions and still be able to hit a home run.
BMitch, who's the most underrated guy that they signed, that they brought in, where you think, maybe he's not getting talked about like the other dudes, but this guy could play?
I'm going to go with Amik Robinson. To be totally honest with you. Listen, he people talk trash about him, but I don't normally sit at home and watch whole football games. I'm only watch whole football games when I'm working with the team. Mm-hmm. And I sat home and I watched Detroit play last year against Minnesota. And I know Justin Jefferson is a straight dog. Mm-hmm. And Amik Robinson beat his ass all over the football field. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, when you follow Justin Jefferson and you're with him, you have to be with him man to man all day, and you have that much of an impact and output against him, you're a good football player. That young man not only is a great cover guy, he's a competitor. Also, he will hit you, and he's a sure tackler. That's something that we needed also. We talk about a lot of different things on the football team, and I think when we look defensively, they didn't have a lot of sure tackling going on last year. So anybody you can get to come in there and be a sure tackler is a great guy for me. So I think he's one of those one of those guys people are not talking about as much, but he's going to have a major impact for us.
I'm going to have to go Chig. I'm going to have to say at the tight end position. I'm going to have to say at the tight end position. You got a guy.
I don't think he's underrated though, Fred. I think people know what he can do.
Yeah, I know it, but like you said, I feel like he never reached his peak at Tennessee. I feel like he still has room to reach his peak, and his yards after the catch, his ability to make people miss, his ability to get up the seam, his ability, his willingness to block, I think just says everything when you're talking about a tight end.
In Tennessee, he had you throwing in the football. He couldn't reach his potential. Now he's going to have somebody getting the ball to him. This kid is going to be something special, man. He catches the ball. He's unbelievable after the catch. So that's the thing I'm going to like about it. I think now we have a tight end who can stretch the field. Yeah. And I think when that tight end can stretch that field, safeties can't come down in the box. They got to be concerned about stuff over the top. Now you open it up for your outside guys and your running game.
And BMitch, I know he's not a free agent, but I love the way they started this whole process, which is locking down Laramie Tunsil, because if you're going to build your team out, make sure you extend the rock on that offensive line.
Oh, yeah, man. And I think that's like when you look at one of the best in the league at the left tackle position, and then when you listen to every offensive lineman on this team to a man. They always talk about what Laramie has done, how he's come in here, changed their mindset. He's been a leader for them. Talking about the culture that is being built. They got it done immediately, and I think a lot of people now, you look at all the people coming in here. A lot of that happens because they say, oh, they take care of their own guys. I'll go check them out.
Yep. You right about that. And as a guy that was welcome back, I left home and I came back home myself. I have to give some love to Tim Settles. All right.
Yes.
What he's did at the Texans, he solidified himself as one of these guys. I'm a winning D tackle on a winning team. How you feel about the guys that's coming back for their second stint as a Washington player?
Well, I like the fact that Tim is coming back as a more experienced player. And the thing about it, we had him on the radio show and we asked him, what are you going to be doing? He said, I'm going to be right there in the middle. Not everybody want to be that big guy in the middle who has to take on blocks to make sure the people are going to be good. He understands that's going to be his role.
I know you touched on this a little bit, BMitch, but how much does it help a team when you have guys who have won Super Bowls or been to that point come in as a part of your team? I feel like that just kind of builds that expectation, and it helps these guys lead other dudes who are in the locker room as well.
Easy to trust a guy that's been there.
Hey, that's the thing about it. Fair is absolutely right. They're going to listen to them because they've been there. And if those guys say do something, the guys are going to do it. It was like when I got here in 1990, hell, all these guys had been to a Super Bowl, had won 2 of them already. And when those guys said do something, I didn't question anything. I did what they said. And like we always talk about, you have to learn how to win. You know what? You can learn how to lose too. So if you're losing game, you learn how to lose. But those guys coming here with that experience of how to not worry about things, not let things get too big, treat every game like a regular game. And when you have your teammates telling you that day in and day out, it becomes a part of your, like this, a second nature to you. And when you got that, everything goes well. Too many times when you're trying to get there, you put too much emphasis on certain games. And when you put pressure on yourself, hey, most time when you put too much pressure, you can't live up to it.
BMitch, I feel like we just killed free agency. What's the icing on the cake? Who, if you could name one player, is it Kenyon Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon? Is it Jeremiah Love? Is it Sonny Styles? Is it Arvell Reese? Like if it's a perfect draft day for BMitch, who name gets called with the number 7 pick in this year's draft that's really just gonna set you off and put a smile on you? Because you don't smile much. All right? So which one can put a smile on your face?
You name a ton of them that will put a smile on my face. And I think that's the thing about it, where I don't have to be sitting here like stressing over them getting one particular person.
Mm-hmm.
There's 5 to 7 guys that they can get, and I'm gonna be exactly happy with it, because right now we went into this offseason like needing a lot. And then Adam went to work. Now you just need somebody that's going to fall. You need someone that's going to come in, and no matter what position he plays, be impactful immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's about 7 guys that can happen with. Let's be real now. They are in a position now where they can say, you know what? We have enough. Let's move back and get some more picks.
Yeah.
Thought about that one. So anything that they do can be absolutely well. And I love the fact that they've done that. I know we have a lot of fans that you have to be a certain player or not. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't know how to put a team together. So I'm not worried about it. If they move back or if they pick any of the guys we've been naming, I'm going to be happy with it.
Well, it's a couple of guys in this draft that I label freaks. All right? That mean they got a freakish skill set. All right, Jeremiah Love, what he did at that combine. Sonny Styles, what he did at that combine. Sadiq, what he did. So it's like 4 or 5 guys that I'm like, I got to get one. Like, I want to get one of those guys. And at 7, I think we in prime real estate to get one of those guys.
You know what I say, though? What they did at the combine is fine. They were in T-shirt and panties. I don't care what they did. They better be able to do it when they get on the football field. Yes. I have seen guys go to the combine and show up and show out. Then they get on the football field and they can't do anything.
Yeah,
whoever it is, you got to make sure that translates from what you did at the combine, what you did in college, and bring it to the pros. Whichever one of those guys that can do that, bring them for me. I don't care what position they're playing.
I think we all agree that combine ain't nothing but a pillow fight. We totally understand that when you go and showcase how fast you are and how strong you are.
The pillow case fight, not even the pillow inside the case.
So we totally understand that.
BMitch, I'm not trying to put a guy on the spot here, but let me flip it on you. Is there a prospect that you think, you know what? I keep hearing people rant and rave about this guy. I'm not quite sold on him.
You know what? I've been looking at a lot of these guys, and I listen. I can look at it the other way. I know one guy people are knocking, but I'm sold on.
Okay.
Ruben Bain.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
can tell me what you want about his arms being 1/8 of an inch shorter than what they
Right.
want. Listen, all I know is when he faced people, he beat their ass.
Yeah.
He was able to get them off of him. If his arms were 2 inches shorter, I would understand. 1/8 of an inch?
That's a fingernail.
man.
That's a fingernail.
And let's be real. You work with Fred. Fred coming at some more, he looked shorter because he hadn't stretched all the way out yet. You know, what if Ruben Bain was to get a little extra stretch that day? He may have that exact 1/8 of an inch. You know, so that's I look at it like that. But I think a lot of these guys, I'm at a position now where for the first time in I would say in the last 4 or 5 years, I look at how receivers and running backs are used in the NFL, and I think the receiver is more valuable than the running back. So when everybody loses their mind over Love, I saw what he's done. I know everything that he's done. But that receiver, you can go get a receiver like a Tate, all right? And I think he would probably be more impactful in a rookie season than a running back would be.
That's hard. That's hard coming from a running back, especially with. And my thing is, I think the running back position has the biggest glow up to me in the last 3 years.
Yep.
Showing with Saquon Barkley, Bijan Robinson. If you have a guy that can be a difference maker, it just takes so much pressure off of the quarterback position. If I can win on first down, and that's what running backs do, they win on first down, and if they can catch out of the backfield on third down, they become the great equalizer. Because when I say equalizer, as a defensive player, if we know the running back can catch out of the backfield, we have to be cognizant of where he at and where he lines up at all the time.
I agree with you on that, but I just say this. That receiver who's deadly, he can't be touched till he's 5 yards down the field. That's a disadvantage for that secondary.
Yeah.
We're going to find out where the Commanders go coming up in the draft. That's our guy, BMitch. BMitch, appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Y'all take care. Be cool.
Ball head.
Let's pay some bills and listen to some voicemails. Commanders fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of Hail to the Commanders and here to help you experience all of the action this season, from football to funk and any other live events at Northwest Stadium. SeatGeek, our good friends at SeatGeek. They have all the tickets. SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders and Northwest Stadium. What about Virginia Lottery? Huddle up, Commanders fans. The Commanders Golden Pass raffle, operated by the Virginia Lottery, gives you the chance to win the ultimate fan experience. That means tickets, VIP treatment, special appearances by Washington legends, and so much more. Limited tickets are available, so visit VALottery.com/commanders to enter the raffle today. That is VALottery.com/commanders. And break.
Nice.
And
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Listen, did you watch the Oscars? Did you? I just have to ask you.
I thought, Smith's going to give me a compliment here.
I
For my
was
reading,
not.
he goes, hey, man, did you watch the Oscars?
I just got.
I watched a lot of the Oscars, yes.
Did you really?
Yes.
All I'm saying is this: sinners for all the ones that they won. They could have won more, right? They could have still won more.
It's never enough.
All I'm saying is this: the story of Fred Smoot, which will be told probably like 40 years from now, right? Michael B. Jordan could play
That'll probably be
Fred
called Sinners, too.
Smoot. Yeah. Yes, played by Michael B. Jordan.
By Michael B. Jordan.
And listen, cut the mustache off, Michael, and play Fred Smoot. All right? It wouldn't be hard. That's all I'm saying. All right?
Oh my gosh.
There's so many things I want to say. There's so many things I want to say.
All right, let me ask you this. The story of Michael Jenkins. Who plays Michael Jenkins?
Oh, probably like Martin Short.
Because you done heard the Martin Short thing your whole
I've heard that. I've heard Conan. I've heard that.
Conan can really play you.
Yeah.
Like Conan can
I've
play
gotten
you.
that a few times, yeah.
Yeah, I think more Michael B. Jordan for me. Maybe, Denzel.
Denzel's always a good choice.
Yeah, so I'm just saying.
Let's talk to our favorite St. Patty's Day producer. There she is in her green.
Woohoo!
Anna's here.
Yes.
Anna,
That's my St. Patrick's Day.
welcome back.
I'm
Gee
excited to
willikers.
be here.
Gee willikers.
Well, I was going to say, last week on the podcast, we talked about barbecue. And as some of you know, I had a brutal trip back, but as a result, capitalized on the opportunity. I revived Logan's Twitter a little bit. So if y'all want me to continue the Q&As.
Wait, was that you yesterday?
Well, yes.
Okay.
But I wasn't answering for Logan, for the record. I just would type his responses for him.
She's basically his secretary.
Because he was on a roll yesterday. I was like,
yeah, he was on a roll. That was 2 hours of 2 hours on the airplane. Anna was bored. But when we were coming back from Austin, I finally got to have quality barbecue, and I get it now. I understand. I never understood barbecue, like all the rage. Like I get it now.
So now you ready to stand by that Texas is the best American barbecue?
As of now, yes. My mind could be changed. I'm open to trying other
Mississippi
forms
will
of
change
barbecue.
your mind.
Yeah, maybe next time if I ever end up in Mississippi one of these days.
once you reach the summit,
You know,
Ain't no going back down.
no, my God.
yeah.
Like, why would I go eat North Carolina barbecue when I've ate Texas?
I have said, like, remember, I feel like last year we talked a little bit about how my friends and I have a grill and all we've really done are hot dogs on
That's
it.
what you-
I understand why people are so passionate about barbecue now and why that's a little insulting, and I apologize.
Because it's the time, the smoking of it. The smoking is how much patience do you have?
Right.
That's exactly right.
That's what
Exactly.
barbecue is.
Yeah. Well, without further ado, shall we get into our
Let's do it.
voicemails?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Smooth, James, Anna, what's happening? Hey, AP is cooking. That boy is cooking. Yes. Lord have mercy, he's cooking. Hey, look, I got a draft question for you guys, man. If you got the option between Jeremiah Love, Caleb Downs, and Sonny Styles, who you picking at 7? All right? Now, if you pass up on Jeremiah Love, what's the plan at running back based on the draft and who's available?
I would go with Love.
Okay.
All right. So you would go Love.
You know, I've thought about it a lot. I mean, all three of those guys are dudes.
Yeah.
But look, the current running back room is 4 guys on 1-year contracts, and they don't have anybody like him. And I really think, imagine a guy that dynamic at running back could really unlock things for Jaden as well and the rest of that offense. For any other running back, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But I think AP did a good enough job, a good enough job on defense of addressing all 3 lines of the defense, or all 3 sections of the defense where you can afford to go to the running back here.
You know I'm a Sonny Styles. Listen, Sonny Styles. Ooh, just does it for me.
How's it go?
Listen to me, just, oh my God. Now, is the team is built now after free agency?
Mm-hmm.
Leo Chanel and those guys have given me, put it like this, I love Dollar Bill. I think Dollar Bill is a starting running back in this league.
Mm-hmm.
But every 3-4 years, we have this Saquon or this Bijan or this Christian McCaffrey or this dude.
Someone who's special.
And then what I said, like if I'm taking you in the top 10, you got to have the F word beside you. Freakish talent.
Oh.
Freakish
I was like, ooh,
talent. All right? Like if I'm taking you in the top 10,
Yeah.
right? And let's go through these. Out of the 3 you named, Caleb Downs, Sonny Styles, Jeremiah Love. 2 are freaks.
Mm-hmm.
2 skill sets are nothing like anybody else in this draft. So I would probably agree with you and go Jeremiah Love only because it instantly makes the offense potent,
Yes.
like lethal.
Right.
Like we have a lethal passer, a lethal runner, and a lethal catcher, and a lethal left tackle. Lethal. All right? That means illegal in most states. Lethal. All right? So, Sonny Styles on the defense, does that make this linebacking court lethal? I think it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd
But
be nasty.
but boy, Jeremiah Love, J&J is what they'll probably call him.
And also,
Jaden and Jeremiah.
you look at that running back room, and then you got White catching passes out of the backfield. Bill, always a home run threat in spots.
Yeah.
I mean, situationally, you could do a lot.
It just, it's a play caller's dream.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, all I'm sitting there is, please, like, draft him. Because how easy is it to call a first down run?
Right.
With him in there. All right? What about the pass run option with these two?
Yeah.
And don't forget Jeremiah Love, soft hands, sponsored by Pampers. All right? All I'm saying is it could make the offense almost unstoppable.
I don't disagree. We're in agreement.
All right, next voicemail.
What is up, Anna, Jinx, and Fred? This is Mitch from Richmond.
Mitch from Richmond.
So
Richmond.
today is March 12th. The free agency is running hot right now. And I'm listening to BMitch and Finley and you know, I'm listening to Grant, Danny, and Locked On Commanders and all that stuff with Logan. And I'll tell you what, there are some fans right now who are just like way out of line. For one, if you're not a professional football player, don't be saying players suck because they're damn sure better than you.
Thank you.
Another thing is, why are you so angry about Adam Peters signing a bunch of people? Man, they're knocking it out of the park. I'm ecstatic with what they're doing right now. They're pulling all kinds of people in, and it's quite apparent that they are making an effort to improve this team. But guess what? As a fan, and I've been a fan since '83, I don't care who they sign. I don't care. I'm still going to love this team unconditionally, and I'm still going to watch every single game until the clock says 0, win or lose. I don't care. I'm a Commander fan. I'm a football team fan. I'm a Redskins fan. I'm just a burgundy and gold fan, and it's always going to be that way. So people just need to chill out, enjoy the team, enjoy some football, and don't go on some emotional roller coaster that you have no control over. Pointless. Very, very pointless. You know, like let's say I climb cell phone towers for a living. I work in telecommunications. Well, guess what? Guess what I don't do? I don't work in the NFL. So who would I be to say that someone sucks? Until the day that one of these players try to climb a tower and I got something to show them, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut and just love this team. I appreciate everything you guys do. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, man.
Listen, that's one of my pet peeves because I love sports talk radio.
Okay.
But it's so cringy to hear these dudes, these unathletic dudes, call dudes on the roster sorry. First of all, you couldn't play with none of them.
Right. But isn't there a difference? Because this is where I think it's interesting. I don't believe that you have to have played a professional sport to know the sport.
No, I don't
But
think that.
there is a difference between that and being educated about any sport, including NFL, and then deciding, oh, you suck, you can't play. Like, that's a different line.
It's a respect line.
Yes.
Like,
correct.
when I hear some of these dudes be like, oh, boy, it's a jag. And I'm like, you don't have the right to call him a jag.
Right.
You ain't earned the right to call him a jag. What's your athletic prowess?
Right.
Like, that's where I think the clash comes in at. The clash comes in at with the lack of respect.
Yeah.
Like, it's, I can hear this from dudes all the time. They can take it from a former athlete. They can really take it from a former athlete. They be like, all right, whatever. Mm-hmm. But when they hear it from somebody that did not, it just ripped, it does something to them. Like, not you. You can't say that.
Yeah.
You cannot say that. And I hear it all the time. I hear it all the time when I'm listening. And I be like, that's just total disrespect. Because the last man on the last roster in the NFL is part of a 1% that 99% of the world is not.
That's exactly right.
And just because he might not be the best of that 1%, the 1% that he's a part of is already athletically dominant than the other part.
Yeah.
So I think that's what kind of rubs NFL players the wrong way, and that's why NFL players do not listen to sports talk.
Yeah.
While we're playing, we do not listen to sports talk radio.
And I also think, too, if you're talking about AP, the key is, and of course, sometimes there's a superstar, can't miss, already proven it, Those are the guys that get the biggest money.
Yeah.
But the real key, especially when you have a lot of cap space, is to take guys who are right there on the precipice
of being who they're going to be.
Of being who they're going to be and being in their prime.
Yes.
Like Owe, like Chason. Each had 7.5 sacks last year. Like Chanel, who is aggressive, who can play all over the place, who has 2 Super Bowls. So you're bringing in guys where it might seem like, okay, maybe you're overpaying in spots, but also these guys could explode and you're getting a lot of value.
First of all, let me tell people about free agency. Free agency is classic overpaying. When people are bidding on you, the price goes up.
Right.
So if it started at $10 million, by the time we finish bidding, it's going to be at $17 million. Mm-hmm. Am I paying overpriced? Am I paying overly for this? Yes, because it was a bidding war. When it if it's in-house and the only person we bidding against is ourselves, the price doesn't skyrocket.
Right.
We already telling you where the price is at. But when you're a free agent, it's classic overpaying. We see it all the time. That's why we love to get to free agency as players.
Yeah.
Because we're about to get overbidded on. I know deep down I'm only worth 10. But they about to give me 20. Who cares?
Right.
Nobody, so anytime free agency and people say overpay, I say, nah, ain't no such thing as overpay. It's how many more dollars do I need to pay you than what they said they going to give you? That's all it's about. And once you get into a bidding war, yes, like any other thing that you purchase through a bid, it's going to be overpriced.
Yeah. All right, Anna.
All right, last voicemail. We'll hit maybe one more email, and then we'll go.
Okay.
Hey, Fred and Jenks. So, and Anna, Mike, I'll be quick this time, but I'm finishing the podcast. And Freddie, I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you. You mentioned Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. In the playoffs, they've missed. I put it on those two. I say Jaden's better because Jaden can make the big throw. I don't think when the chips are down, when it's deep, and I've seen it time and time again with Lamar and Josh Allen, they choke. I'm sorry. They're when they have to make, they've missed when guys have been wide open. So, and yes, I know that tight end dropped, poor guy. And he closes his eyes at night and his head hits the pillow. I know. And life's tough. Money's not everything. So it doesn't hurt though, right? But seriously, that's why I say Jaden's better than Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson because he can make the big throw. Those two have missed the big throw quite a bit when they needed to make it. Just my opinion. I know it's harsh, but I'm a harsh fan. And I also think, and like many of us Washington fans, that his rookie year, JD5, should have been Jedi 5, all right? You happy? Should have been in contention for MVP because it was an MVP season. It was the best rookie season in the history of quarterbacks. Maybe Slinging Sammy was there. I love it. Slinging Sammy. But anyway, I beg to differ. Again, who am I? Who am I to call those two guys chokers? But I'm just saying it's a game of inches and it's a hairline. But again, that's what I think makes Jaden better. That's why I think we can come storming back and get in the Super Bowl and actually beat Philly because of Jaden. But anyway, that's my 2 cents. I took a little longer than expected. Big surprise. Later, fellas. God bless.
I love it that he cracks himself up because you got to be really entertaining to yourself to make yourself laugh like that.
As much as we love Jaden, though.
Yeah.
You putting him above Lamar and Josh Allen?
This is what he's saying is in the skill set of throwing, because that's what he was talking about. Mm-hmm. He's saying that he felt like Jaden had a little bit more touch and clutch.
Okay.
Clutch. Where he's saying only knock on Lamar is they haven't been clutch during the clutch times.
Right.
But I would fight that back and say, Mark Andrews dropped that pass.
Josh Allen has not been responsible for those. I mean, how many times has he run into the Chiefs? Look, does Jaden have that potential?
Yes.
No question about it.
Yes.
But it's hard for me to say
he's better than
objectively. Look,
MVP.
You're talking about 3 MVPs total, right? 2 for Lamar and 1 for Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Right? So I love Jalen like everybody else, but at some point, you know, you can't. One playoff run is hard for me to measure against multiple MVPs.
Multiple playoff
and
runs.
multiple playoff runs.
It's just different on that one. Like, here go the thing about it. Our guy just getting started. These guys trying to get over the hump.
Right.
They trying to get over the hump. And one hump was named Patrick Mahomes. And that was a big hump that most people couldn't get past.
Right.
So, no, I don't. It's just hard, man. Like, they got to think about quarterback. They get all the love for the wins, but they also get all the hate for the losses.
Right.
So, you know, it's a win-lose thing right there.
Well,
we have one more email.
We have one
it's
more.
It's fun, though.
Oh.
Okay, it's from our friend Omer, winner of the SeatGeek challenge.
Oh,
so
congratulations.
Shout out Omer. Congrats again. And thank you to SeatGeek for always letting us do such fun things.
Yeah,
Super Bowl, all that stuff. All right, from Omer. Hello, Anna, Jenks, Kayla, Smoot. As someone who loves Commander's YouTube channel and hopes it carries on forever, who do you see on the roster that could carry the torch onto the next phase of weekly shows? As a Command Center superfan, I would personally think Santana would be succeeded by Terry. Logan, John Bates, and Tim Settle could fill the Fred role, although no one could truly live up to him. And he gave his reasons why. I know nobody wants to let their backup start, but if you think, who do you think could,
fill the gap in for me?
Yeah.
All right.
They're already trying to put you out the pasture.
It's fine. I've been put out the pasture
Fred,
before.
you talked about retiring from the NFL. When you retire from Get Loud and the rest of the shows,
Please don't retire anytime
who's taking
soon.
your place?
All right, let's go personalities.
I'm thinking like it's got to be a DB. It's got to be a DB.
DBs usually have the personality.
Yeah.
Right.
But it got to be some mainstay in there. It can't be a guy that got a cup of coffee with the team. It has to be somebody with some peps on the wall when it comes to the team.
You think of him as a commander.
Yes, when you think of this dude, you have to think of him as a commander. And the one position that we've always got right is cornerback, and we continue to do that. I think Mikey gonna continue that going. Who could take my place? They gotta be edgy, a little funny,
Sexy.
gotta be sexy. All right. Who you think?
I don't know.
Because
I'm trying to rack my brain, but I don't know.
Who you got, Anna?
I think somebody who's like funny, big personality, Jeremy Reeves. And he's been here
Revo?
through stuff.
Revo is a good one.
That is a good one.
Revo is a good one. Like, I had to say Revo, but I'm finna blow everybody away.
Trey Amos.
No. Tress Way. Tress
would be great.
Tress
Tress
Way
would be great.
would be the guy.
He has a great personality.
Great personality, great energy, and the punter never gets time to talk.
That's true.
All right, so I would say Tress Way for me. For Santana, I don't know if it'll be Terry, because Terry has a great personality. And John Bates, John actually had a very good personality when we talked to him.
Yeah.
Him and Logan kind of the same dude, ain't it?
Also, too, it's interesting, too, is some of these athletes where they start off and once they get a little more comfortable, then they open up even more like they would in a locker room or in a setting with their friends.
And see, this thing about it, unless you in the locker room, you don't truly know who's who.
Because, like, Tanner was a little bit reserved.
No, a little bit.
I mean, he was, right?
Tanner was very quiet.
Reserved, and now when you see him, I mean, he's great on air.
Now he just, we can't get him
but
to
he got
be
a little
quiet.
more, he got more comfortable, and it's like, oh, you're seeing the Tanner that you normally see. Yeah.
So it's about development and who opens up. Yeah, but it's hard to replace us now.
You're not retiring.
Yeah, I'm never going to retire. Ever.
I'm dying to see.
Yeah, I know.
Carry me out.
The first time I retired really did something to me. It really just rubbed me the wrong way. I said never again.
What do we do for the draft? I see a little cheese here. We have our plans yet for the draft? We don't know?
You mean in terms of like
our coverage?
Oh.
Get Loud draft party preview?
There might be a little there.
Is that a tease?
That was maybe going to be discussed, but we're gonna keep that a little secret for now. But just
draft party preview. I don't know.
Just know there's something's cooking up.
Hey, AP ain't the only one cooking.
All right, we'll let you know. So we got something. You know we're gonna do something.
Yeah,
you
come
know
on, it's
something's
gonna be
happen
something.
anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know. It's okay. Figure it out. That's it for the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek. By the time they pull you out of that chair, that leather's gonna be molded around your butt.
Listen, 193 years old. The Get Loud podcast was filmed at the Big Bear AI Command Center Studios. Big Bear AI offers mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world and proudly protecting the Washington Commanders and his fans.
The views and opinions expressed by our podcast guests and or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Washington Commanders or any of their representatives.